Martin double neck guitar. That is not something you hear very often. And in all honesty, until today, I was unaware that Martin ever even made a double neck guitar. Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Starting to feel better now. It's been a minute. Finally went to the doctor. Just started antibiotics today for a sinus infection, so there's some fun right there. So hopefully within 10 days I will be up and running again here, because I've kind of felt like crap slash so-so for almost the entire month of January so far, and we're already like 3/4 of the way through. But the Grand J28EDN, the Martin Double Neck, is a bit of a unicorn as far as collectors are concerned, with examples in the wild proving vanishingly rare. Martin is billing this double neck debate as the first time in a century. The Grand J28EDN is therefore a certified big deal for the brand. Not least, it's entering straight into the newly revamped Standard Series. The Grand Jumbo build blends a solid spruce top, East Indian rosewood back and sides, to a 12 and 6 string neck model with two compound dovetail neck joints, unique X bracing, and custom Fishman electronics. It is priced at $8,000. I can't afford it, and neither can you, but it looks cool. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some sound samples for the people that are actually going to NAMM. So this is kind of like what Martin is doing at NAMM. But it's basically like a regular acoustic, but they kind of jimmied two necks on it. You know, it's not. I feel like it's not like your traditional looking double neck, and I bet you because they did it this way, it probably sounds really good too. So let's go up to another guitar that you can't afford. That's really, really cool and has a bunch of inlays in it. Designed for musicians and collectors alike, they promise something truly extraordinary. Martin dazzles with its 3 millionth masterpiece. So I guess Martin has made and documented 3 million guitars at this point. And a Standard Series double neck that's been 100 years in the making. Double neck acoustic electric might grab the headlines, but there's plenty to catch your eye in the firm's special edition announcement. So NAMM 2025, Martin has lifted the lid on some truly dazzling new builds. I mean, look at the back of this thing. It's beautiful. Including a double neck acoustic electric. Until now, it was so rare, had attained near mythical status. And then they have the astonishing D3 millionth. Designed for musicians and collectors alike, they promise something truly extraordinary. Runs the press release, but we have to say extraordinary is a fair description of the eye-catching builds in the special edition lineup. So there is the D3 millionth. That's probably like some stupid amount of money. So the D3 millionth celebrates Martin's latest multi-millionth milestone with one of the most lavish acoustic guitar builds we've ever seen, one literally laden with symbolism. The guitar is topped representative a sycamore tree trunk cross-section with solid gold tree rings inlaid in the core to represent the 192-year-old firm's growth, and diamonds marking significant moments from Martin's storied past. Yeah, this is a museum piece. This isn't a guitar. Let's be honest here. I mean, it looks beautiful, and I would love to strum a few chords on it, but the chance of that happening is very slim. Back and sides are made from Brazilian rosewood. There you go. With a sycamore tree image representing the firm's employees. Inlaid with gold and pearl. There's even a diamond-encrusted headstock. Solid palladium pickguard. So palladium is a rare metal. It's not one that's like as famous. You know, if you think in terms of rare metals, if you collect them, I don't really collect them per se. I do like coins, but know a little bit about them because I've been thinking about collecting them. You got your gold and silver, which are your typical two. Then you got platinum, and then you got palladium. So it's an expensive metal. it's probably like $800 an ounce or something ridiculous. We can actually, you know, out of curiosity, let's look up how much palladium is going for. Palladium price, $973 an ounce. So yeah, not cheap. Not cheap, which features ruby inlaid map of the Nazareth, PA area that marks the firm's iconic factory locations. The model is limited to a run of 3, but Martin is only parting with the third build on the open market, serial number 3,000,002. We have yet to confirm a price, but it's possible the model provides a clue. Oh, they're thinking probably like $3 million. So the D300, so if that's a bit rich for your taste, the D300 carries over the D3 millionth principles, but in a run of 30, oh, there's multiple ones. So there's one where they're only doing 3, and then there's one where they're doing a run of 30. The tree rings are inlaid with silver on that one, and the milestone marked with gold dots. Still got the Brazilian rosewood back and sides, plus ruby inlaid pickguard map. It's a snip at $300,000. For the price of a house, you can buy the lesser model. So my guess is that the really fancy one is probably $3 million, and this one is going to be $300,000. So this is probably something that's going to be in Joe Bonamassa's collection and is never going to see the light of day in Nerdville unless he actually opens up a museum. We'll pass the double neck because we talked about that already. Then we have a CEO 11. Sounds like a doctor's guitar. So Martin President and CEO Thomas Ripsam has been back at the Sketchpad. His latest creation, the CEO 11, offers a grand auditorium shape. It has a figured white oak back. That's interesting. And sides and a European spruce top, finished in a unique New Horizons Blueburst. Then there's a two-piece flame maple neck, flame maple binding, custom voiced Fishman. It's a limited run of 1,111 at a price of $7,000. So these are guitars that I would say that me and probably the majority of my viewers cannot afford or will just not spend that kind of money on. Realistically, to me, you get over $1,000, $1,500 outside of aesthetics. There's really nothing that's going to make a $7,000 guitar play significantly better than a $1,500 guitar. Let's just be honest. Will it sound better? Probably, but will it sound $5,500 better? Probably not, because at that point you're just getting into super fancy aesthetics. We also have a double OOL Oliver. So Martin's collaboration with Julie Heffernan does not represent the artist's first foray into the guitar scene. You might recognize her characterful flower Aladdin style from the Epiphone Adam Jones Les Paul custom art run. Oh, okay, she designed she designed those art pieces. That's pretty neat. Her Martin acoustic reproduces self-portraits as arms and the men on the grand concert body, solid spruce top, medium flame satin koa back and sides, limited to 104 with a price of $3,000. Now we're getting into a spot where I think some of you can afford it. Will you spend $3,000 on a flowered up painted acoustic? I have no idea. It looks cool, and I can guarantee you it's going to hold value over time. So there is that. Oh, I do like hummingbirds. The D. Robert Gotel 10. We never thought we'd say it, but Martin has unveiled a hummingbird model. They don't have it in the traditional spot, so I'm sure Gibson can't do anything with it. They're not copying the Gibson hummingbird pickguard. So, sort of. Martin's wide cultural embrace continues as one of the dreadnoughts that had been hand-painted by the artist Robert Gotzel, if I'm saying that right. Gotzel. Sorry if I'm butchering the last name this time. Solid spruce top, complemented by Indian rosewood back and sides, plus a mahogany neck. Waverly Gold Tuners. For more information on all the builds, go to Martin. I don't know. Should we go to Martin? I got another minute to kill. Let's go to Martin. New for 2025. See all models. So standard series refresh. So you're going to have a 00017, a D17, and an OM45. So basic stuff there. That looks like it's probably expensive. Retro plus mahogany. Might have to pick up a D18. Oh yeah, there's the D3 millionth right there. A couple of better pictures of that. Then you got the D300th. Very fancy as well. There's your double neck. Centennial 1 and Centennial Concert Uke. I think those are probably expensive. Do they give us a price? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's Martin. It's going to be made in USA. It's going to be expensive. There's the CEO 11 right there. The double OL or OOL or 00L Oliver. And then you have the Hummingbird. I do really like this one. Do really like that one. Honestly, I could do without everything and just the Hummingbird itself. But Hummingbird's always been a neat design for me. But yeah, as I said, just some cool Martin guitars that we can oogle at. Maybe you'll get lucky and your local guitar center will happen to have one of these and let you fiddle around with it. Probably not one of these, because this is like super rare. Same with this one that's $300,000 or not. Even if they do have it, they're not going to let you touch it. Let's be honest. But cool guitars overall. If I find one in the wild, I will play it for you. I promise you. You can hear my terrible playing on a 12-string if I find one. I don't know what these are going to go for used. They don't say how many they're making, but there's no number. So my guess is that they'll probably keep the double neck in the catalog until maybe they're only selling a few a year, and then they're like, okay, we can't sell any more of these. Maybe it's time to stop making them for a long time again. That's my guess. But all of these, I think, are going to hold value in the long run. And they're not making a lot of any of them. So on the used market, I see them holding value. So if you're looking at it in terms of investment collector perspective, normally I tell you not to buy new. This might be one of the times that I tell you to buy new, because I don't think you're going to see a lot of these. So that's going to be ultimately up to you, and if your pockets are deep enough to buy one. Until next time, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, share, comment, all that fun stuff, and as always, have a good one.